or it's just she's just weak, that she's a poor replica of her father, who would have probably been more entertaining and evasive, or octopus squid tactics, no, in dealing with this kind of hearings. Or surprised by how should I put it, sloppy Sarah was actually.
Well, that's really the spoiled brat in her. The she had a problem to begin with because the liquidation of the 125 million confidential fund turns out to be really defective because it was it was used to buy food, to buy tables and chairs.
10
So
million for rewards. Exactly 10 million. Like wala man lang 1 piso up, 1 piso down. What rewards do they give? Everything is sakto lang, 'di ba? I mean, like there's no up and down. Grabe.
yeah, well, actually, the old man Duterte did that when he left office. Sinimot niya all his confidential funds were wiped out. I mean, he used to the last centavo, and he divided it equally between confidential intelligence fund. How can you be so exact in dividing? No, but that's how he accounted for it. He divided down to the last centavo.
Hating kapatid sa intelligence at sa security. I mean, that's I mean, I mean, I would say, I mean, aside from, I mean, we can talk about the spoiled brat angle, but it looks like, well, first of all, she's not the president. So iba yung presidente ka pa rin, you can get away with things a bit more. But she doesn't seem to have the right team also, no? Medyo sloppy yung kanyang communications team, sablay yung mga PR niya, para hindi na proofread. They don't seem to be able to, parang wala siyang bongo to be able to, make sure she doesn't get herself too much into trouble. Medyo parang JV team yung dinala niya sa hindi naman Malacanang, ano ba, Coconut, ano ba, saan ba siya? Saan ba yung opisina ng OVP nowadays? Di ba, Justice, parang very C-League yung kanyang staff. Parang ganun ang dating sa akin.
Well, that's the the mayora in her, no? Because if you're just a mayor, that's how you act. I mean, you're not too fastidious in those things. You're not very careful, and it looks like she has carried that over to her office as VP. And I think the liquidation of the confidential fund shows it, because at first glance, those expenses are not for confidential purposes. I mean, that's basic. And probably they did not expect that it will be revealed, no? Because it never happened in the past that uh, your liquidation of confidential funds has been exposed to the public.
Yeah, I mean, it's so much lack of due diligence, right? Parang hindi nila kinonsider yung posibilidad na mag-away sila ng mga Marcoses. I mean, I was writing about this 2021 pa lang. Like, inevitable, this is a divorce waiting to happen, right? I mean, like, I don't know what level of sloppiness we're looking at every single level. So, Justice, do you think she has even given more credence or at least inertia to the potential impeachment moves? Or parang late na masyado kasi it's September 13 na yung end of, ano, di ba? Yung magbe-break na yung Congress.
Well, there's still the second half, the last 3 years. No, it can still happen, and we don't know whether they will push for it because she's actually saying that there's a plan to impeach her.
I think she got it from our podcast, me and Ronald. Kasi tinanong sa akin, sinong source mo? Hindi niya masagot. I think nakikinig siya sa podcast namin tsaka mga interview natin kay Sonny Trillanes. So, going back to this, Justice Scorpio, do you think her inability to, I mean, not forget about, her unwilling, parang wala siyang pake, hindi niya na-explain yung kanyang budget. I mean, that could even strengthen the momentum, no, in terms of going after legally, right? Not only impeachment, the Supreme Court case on confidential fund. I mean, how are you looking at it from that angle?
Well, she might be daring Congress to give her a 1 peso budget. I mean, and she plays the part of being
Big thing.
oppressed by Congress. But I think they'll give him just enough budget to run the office. No, but all of those other perks like having your own DSWD to give money away, that might not be given to her.
So tatanggalin lahat ng mga duplications na meron
Yes,
siya na pwede gawin ng ibang ahensya. I mean, she can have
that's
a
right.
quote-unquote Lenny budget, right? Leany budget. Yung lean na
Very
budget ni
lean.
Lenny, di ba?
Yeah, that means she will have to, uh, like Lenny, ask for donations if she wants to have projects.
Right. So looks like at least we have a precedence. At least lucky for her, there's the Lenny model. Ibang usapan kung she has the competence of Lenny or COA level transparency of Lenny. Now, before we get bashed for too much talking about Duterte's, I want to ask one last question on this before we transition to Marcos and West Philippine Sea Justice. Again, how did Davao end up with Duterte so on top? I mean, Davao has produced people like you. I mean, the Nograleses are not necessarily the paragon of progressive politics, but I mean, how come, like, how did Davao become synonymous with Duterte's? I mean, isn't that frustrating? I mean, ako, as an Ilocano, when people equate us to Marcos, it's parang hindi. I mean, we have so many other great Ilocanos, right? But I suppose for Davao people, some of them are wondering, why do you equate us to the Dutertes? And from the outside, why are the Dutertes the only game in town?
The secret of the Duterte, I'll tell you, it's the confidential funds. Because the old man Duterte invented that. He was the first mayor, the first LGU official to give himself, through his budget, passed by his own city council, a confidential fund. And it grew over the years. And when Sara was the last time she was mayor, it was almost ₱500 million in confidential funds. You can just imagine what you can do with that. I mean, you can put all the spouses or children of all barangay chairs to in your payroll, and so you'll never lose in a single barangay. That's really the secret of the political power of the Dutertes. It's a confidential fund.
Right. No money, no honey. So as their funds get squeezed, are you saying that naturally their ability to flex their muscle will also be affected? No.
Well, it will. Well, right now, they still have confidential funds in the budget of the city because the Supreme Court has not acted on our petition. I was one of the petitioners there, questioning the constitutionality of these confidential funds.
That's very good point, Justice. I mean, of course, Sonny will say it's that money plus the muscle, which is, what we're referring to, the other DDS, right? The original permutation. Justice, now let's talk about the administration right now. Kasi binabash na tayo na masyado daw tayong Duterte haters. Gusto ko pa naman bumalik sa Davao. Na-miss ko pa naman ng Davao. I don't know about you, Justice, but I miss Davao. Let's talk about the PhilHealth issue because this is a big problem. And kanina lang I was with a mechanic friend of mine and he was telling me about yung flood control issue, bakit hindi daw pinag-usapan, bakit puro mga Dutertes ang pinag-usapan, bakit hindi pinag-usapan yung kapalpakan ng mga flood control. Ilang billions ang ginastos natin. Yung nakatakas si Alice Go, si Kibuloy hindi pa nahuli, and then of course is PhilHealth issue. Napaka laking skandalo ito kung totoo talaga yung mga ibang reports. So Justice, can you remind us of the open letter? Was that an open letter you sent? I mean, the last time you had an open letter, it worked, right? Yung Pogo ban. So you never know. Baka lucky number 2 na naman tayo.
Well, the basic thing here, there are 2 principles involved. No? Under the Constitution, in the executive branch, it's only the president who can transfer savings from one item in the budget to another item in the budget. It cannot be exercised by any other executive official. So what Congress did in the General Appropriations Act was to authorize the Secretary of Finance to transfer savings. They call it excess funds, but that's the same as savings, from one item to another to fund the unprogrammed appropriations. Because what they did was, like the modernization of the AFP, they did not fund it. But that's really necessary because
Exactly.
it's a matter of national survival. But they did not fund it. What they funded were their pork barrel projects and lodged these funds in the Department of Public Works. So now their pork barrel has been funded, but the national defense has not been funded in terms of modernization. So they authorized the Secretary of Finance to scoop the savings in
This is recto.
PhilHealth and
This is
other
recto. This
GOCs
is Ralph
and
Rector.
transfer it to fund the modernization, to fund the salaries of health workers during COVID. Uh, and so that's the problem. First, the authorization in the G8 for the Secretary of Finance to do this is unconstitutional because it's only the president who can do it. Second, there's a provision in the Constitution which says uh, money raised to taxation for a special purpose cannot be used for any other purpose unless the purpose has been accomplished or the Congress has abandoned it.